Hello, I'm Dr. Matt Young from Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. We're a proud supporter of game day since day one. We want to wish all of our local high schools a safe and healthy football season. If you find yourself in need, be sure to visit us for all your emergency care and outpatient imaging at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, 4646 Cowhorn Creek Road. Hello, I'm Dr. Matt Young.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now we have words from senior student Mr. Luke Horton, son of Kim and Art Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Luke Horton.
Father God, as we gather in this stadium tonight in a time of community and fellowship, we offer you our praise for your righteous and merciful hand in our lives. We pray for the safety of every player and spectator present and ask that you would deliver them home without harm when the game is over. We pray for your guidance and your holy presence as we make choices in life, and ask that you would empower the body and heart of every player so that they may perform to the best of their ability and bring honor to their coaches and teammates. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
And now it's time for our big dog to give tonight's starting lineup.
And now for your Bulldogs starting lineups, sponsored by Elliott Dodge. Wide receiver, senior, number 1, Braden Wade. Receiver, junior, number 2, Noah Patty. Quarterback, junior, number 10, Connor Cobb. Wide receiver, junior, number 13, Montrell Hatton. Tight end, junior, number 15, K.D. Bell. Fullback, junior, number 45, Todd Register. Center, junior, number 64, Davion Wallace. Left tackle, junior, number 76, Keystone Allison. Right tackle, senior, number 71, Blake Strong. Tailback, junior, number 21, Zamad Williams. Left guard, senior, number 55, Zach Carlisle. Right guard, sophomore, number 73, Johnny Lewis.
Right here, actually, the first time we played them in this stadium back in 2018. So it's a definite uphill climb, but I think what Coach Gibson's going to be looking for through this entire contest really is just he wants to see his guys fight. Just play for some pride and put it in and grind and work hard and don't quit no matter what the outcome is.
Yeah, I piggyback off of that, Quinn. I think that coming off a bye week, I think that we're going to see maybe some different things out of Pleasant Grove, but only time will tell seeing that. But I believe that we're going to come out, or they're going to come out and fight, and they're going to give it everything they have against a team like this, being coached by some of the best coaches in the state, and the best competitors in the state for Pleasant Grove, and also against probably the best coach in the state of Texas, Surratt. So,
yeah, there's definitely big respect between the two head coaches for sure. And I think even though if you keep up with the forums and the message boards and all that on the internet that you can read, there's a lot of good smack talk on there, but I really do believe that ultimately at the bottom line, I think there's a good respect between the two schools and the two programs. Coach Gibson has said unashamedly and out loud multiple times who we want to be is Carthage. He has said that's a goal. We want to be that good, that consistent, and so I don't think there's any disrespect from us towards them or them towards us.
Well, I think it goes back to the old adage that you like to bring up. In order to be the best, you've got to beat the best. And
you got to put a woo
yes,
in there.
sir, yes, sir, you do. And when you're playing a team that is possibly going after their 9th state championship, to beat them, you're gonna be talked about as far as being one of the best. And one of the things that this area has tried to moniker is East Texas, and I would imagine just Carthage playing Gilmer last week and then playing Pleasant Grove this week. These are going to be the two tougher teams that Carthage is going to play in East Texas, and so right now with the outcome of last week, with them beating Gilmer, I think 28-7, Carthage could definitely say that they are East Texas with a win tonight.
well, I don't think anybody really else or nobody else in East Texas wants to play them. So I think that's
I think
the two
you're
main
right.
things right there is Pleasant Grove and Gilmer are really the only two teams probably in East Texas that are in 4A division that will play these guys, and I don't probably blame those other coaches in that.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk in 4A Division II right now, waiting to see when all the new school counts come out. I think that's in October that they put the new numbers out to see is Carthage going to stay in D2 or go back up to D1. And so it's kind of fun to hear some of those conversations.
I would imagine Argyle's probably hoping they're going to stay down.
Well, and it's sort of sad. Nobody wants them. And of course, that's what's so been impressive because, 2 years ago they win it at the big school level and then, dropped down and, as expected, handle their business in the state championship. And, I remember watching that game and, next thing you know, it's 14-0, Gilmer's winning. And that was the last time Gilmer scored in that game. So it ended up being 70-14.
Pleasant Grove is making their way out on the field right now. They're wearing what the players call the icy whites: white pants, white jerseys, and white helmets. So they've got their icy whites on.
It looks good.
Well, I know coming into this game, Pleasant Grove's been giving up an average of about 30 points a game and scoring 28, and I don't expect those numbers to get necessarily better this game, but they've definitely held their own in many of the games that they've played this year, even though the record doesn't look like it. I think that they have had some strong looks, and we've mentioned that we do have some young players and making maybe some mistakes that young players are going to make, and so it's going to be good to see how they're going to come out of this bye week.
I would say that Pleasant Grove, besides the Argyle game, has definitely been in the game in every single game. That we've always had a chance that one series that if it would have went the other way, and then maybe the outcome might have been a little different. Silsbee game, we complete that 2-point conversion, and we're only down by a score. So there's some plays in those games that could be made that it could put us in there to win the game.
Noticing now as Pleasant Grove is running out on the field, the band is just now pulling up. So I don't know how much you guys on the live stream can hear the crowd noise or any of that, but if you notice that there wasn't a band playing, they are here. They're just now arriving at the stadium, so we'll get them involved in just a little bit.
Well, I tried to get some inside information from some Carthage contacts today, and boy, they were closed up. And but Coach Surratt's got the luxury of having 2 starting QBs this year, and Javarian Rockmore has played, had a couple of starts this year. And then, of course, we've also had Connor Cuff, who had a very, very good game this past week. But the one thing that I'm really excited to watch tonight from a fan, not necessarily a PG fan, but this Carthage defense has really looked good this year.
Yeah, and the leader of that defense, Kip Lewis, number 5, he is a man on that defense. You'll see him on the line of scrimmage. You'll see him at middle linebacker. You'll see him out covering number 2 receivers. The guy can do it all. And it'll be pretty special to see him on that defense tonight. It's always fun to be able to watch a great defensive team, but also a standout on a great defensive team as well.
When Carthage and Gilmer played, last week, what I heard a lot about and what I read a lot about was people just being impressed with this year's Carthage defense. Offense is always good, but defense has even taken a couple of steps ahead this season.
Well, you mentioned Kip Lewis last week. He had 13 tackles against Gilmer. And, I think their defense ended up putting 2 scores in as well. Scoop and score, I think, for 90 yards, and then a pick 6 for 60.
I know we all talk about Surratt, but then the defensive coach, Coach Preston, he's a great coach that's probably had a lot of opportunities to go take some head coaching jobs, but, he stayed here, and he's been a great defense coordinator for many, many years here at Carthage.
I've had a lot of people talk about doing some sports betting because I think the line is 18 this week with Georgia and Arkansas. But on that, if someone would have bet me last week that Gilmer would not have gotten a first down until the last minute of the first half, I would have lost a lot of money. This defense has been incredible.
I think now we're about to have the national anthem. Sidelines about to make it to center field for the coin toss. We'll see if we can give you the captain's name. Captains for Carthage, number 6 is Camden Foster. Number 9 is Brandon King. Number 14 is Freddie Lynch. Can't see the front or the back of the next young man.
I'm going to guess that's Kip Moore.
That is him. Kip Lewis, number 5, yep. Kip Lewis. Captains for the Hawks, number 7, B.J. Rayfield. Number 11, quarterback Jarrett Halter. Number 21, Resale Rod. And number 27 is Jonah Bates.
Looks like Carthage may have picked this week's captains by the tallest on the team, or at least I'm hoping.
Number 14, Freddie Lynch. Pleasant Grove has won the toss. Alexa receives.
So Pleasant Grove has won the coin toss. They choose to receive. So we're about to get everybody on the field, tee it up, and have a good time with a football game tonight.
Now the Bulldogs are coming into this game 3-0. They beat Crosby the first week. San Antonio Cornerstone, and actually were behind early, similar like they did in the state championship game last year, but came back and won 42-14. Then, of course, last week they did have the rematch of the state championship game against Gilmer and won 28-7. And so that was Gilmer's first loss of the season. And there's a good chance that Carthage may see Gilmer again.
Yeah, we had our sub-varsity games between Pleasant Grove and Carthage last night on both middle school teams and 2 JV teams, and we split them. We won 2, lost 2. So that's kind of exciting to think that at the lower level, at least we're being competitive. I know it's not the same as the varsity level by any means, but at least we're competitive and looking to grow.
Number 47, Omar Greenon, leading off on Bulldogs.
So lined up to kick it off for Carthage is number 47, Omar Madrano. Kicked it deep, is taken inside the 10-yard line and brought out to the 20 where he's upended maybe the 21. Let's see where they spot it. Right on top of the 20. So Hawks will begin this possession 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And we'll see if they go to a huddle. Probably will come straight out to the line of scrimmage like they really do at the beginning of most games.
And do want to thank once again our 3 premier sponsors for tonight's cast, and that's going to be State Bank of DeKalb, Texas County Emergency Center and Hospital, as well as Gregor Auto.
Halter hands it up the middle. Hard for me to see numbers. I'm assuming that was Boardley.
I think you're correct.
And for the first time that we announced tonight is Kip Lewis's name. He's in on the tackle there.
Boardley barrels it up to about the 28-yard line, maybe just shy of the 28. 2nd down, about 2 or 3 for the Hawks. Hawks always play ball control, and I would imagine they would do that even more tonight. I believe that was a keeper by the quarterback that time.
Yeah, that right there reminds me of the old Ben Harmon play that we used to run a lot. And I don't think we've ran that play since 2019 right there.
I don't believe. I think you're right.
Well, the Carthage line definitely did not give up much there and was able to keep that to a minimal gain, if any.
I think they gave him a yard. 3rd and 2 is what it says on the scoreboard right now. It's a handoff to Boardley. He's gotten nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yards in the play, so it'll bring up 4th down for the Hawks.
You see this defense from Carthage, their defensive line right there. They use their hands very well where they're not getting in the backfield, not creating open seams, and they're just shedding the blocks and getting to the ball carrier.
Kate Martin comes in to punt for Pleasant Grove. I think that might have gotten tipped. Punt goes out of bounds about the 36-yard line. Martin was complaining to the official about something, but didn't get any attention there. So ball's at the 36-yard line as the Bulldogs come to take their first possession of the game.
Now you can go wider.
Something in me just thinks that Carthage will come out and take a big shot right off the bat.
Well, this Pleasant Grove defensive line definitely has not seen a line this size year to date, so it'll be interesting just to see how they're able to match up throughout the game.
A couple new faces on this defense at Pleasant Grove.
Connor Cuff begins the game at quarterback for the Bulldogs, takes the snap and drops back, looking downfield. Nobody's open. Ball falls incomplete.
And that is one of the new faces right there. Jalen Bordley playing both ways tonight.
His conditioning will come into play towards the fourth quarter tonight. I would imagine he will get all the playing time that he wants tonight.
He was excited last night after the JV game. He told me that he was going to be starting on defense, and he was really looking forward to getting to do it. And he's being scouted as or recruited, I should say, as a potential defensive player in college. Little toss that went up the middle. That's number 21. Zamad Williams.
Also a new face on the defense right there. Caden McFadden came up and made a play from the safety position.
He came up quick to be able to limit that just to about a 7-yard gain.
So it's a big third down play right now for Pleasant Grove. 3rd and 3. They'd love to get a stop. Cuff's pass is batted down to the line of scrimmage. That's Victor Shaw knocking it down. So it does come to 4th down for the Bulldogs.
That Pleasant Grove defense definitely would call this a successful series to this point. Is Carthage going to go for it?
I don't know. Sometimes they do that quarterback punt, so it'd be interesting to see what they do right here. But it's not looking like they're going to do that. Looks like they're going to go for it right here.
So 4th and 3 officially. Trying to draw the Hawks offside. Nothing happening so far. Making a check on the sidelines, changing the play. Cuff's pass is complete. I think if the tackle would have been made, he might have been short.
Yeah, Reese Elrod was able to bring him down after being able to shake off that first tackler, and that does bring up a 1st down for Carthage.
So Bulldogs across midfield, 1st down about the 48-yard line. Cuff still at quarterback, sends a man in motion to the opposite side of the play. Hand off to Williams. Makes his way through a couple of guys and gets positive yards for the Bulldogs.
Reese was able to hang on and bring him down after a short gain.
It looks like Pleasant Grove started out the first series, and they kind of look like they're in a 4-2-5, which 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, and 5 safeties.
Cuff hands it off again. Basically running up the same seam. Nothing to make that time. Got a little pushing and shoving in the secondary right now.
Rylan Hopkins was there to make that stop. Bring up a 3rd and 4.5 maybe.
So normally what Pleasant Grove runs on the defense is called a 3-4. So you have 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, and 4 secondary guys. So it looks like they're switching up their whole defense right here, coming in the Carthage. Empty set.
Yeah, they got 3 top of the formation, 2 at the bottom. Cuff in the shotgun, backfield by himself. Little quick slant across the middle, takes the ball down to about the 30-yard line before he's brought down.
Caden McFadden came up and made that stop. Pleasant Grove's getting close to that bend, don't break area for their defense. Try to keep Carthage off the board.
Looked like Bordley was really close right there to getting his hands on that ball. I think one more step back, I think he would have had it.
It's a handoff to number 15. That's Kadadrian Bell. Works his way up the right side a little bit. Got about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Got a flag on the play, so it's blown dead. Waiting to get the official call here.
Carthage is pointing towards the Pleasant Grove defense.
Called Pleasant Grove or offsides. It's a 5-yard penalty and a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
That brings us to 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Score still 0-0.
Hand off to Bell again. He's driving right up the middle, moving the pile as he goes. Nothing fancy there, but it works.
Victor Shaw was part of the crew that did end up making that stop. And the anticipation is that we will see Cuff this first half and more than likely Rockmore for the second half in the quarterback role for Carthage.
Busted play, the ball is dropped. Looking for the signal on the pass.
Ball ended up in the referee's hands, so it wasn't incomplete.
I couldn't even tell that from here.
As you probably can tell from watching the broadcast, that Carthage is getting to the line fast, getting Pleasant Grove in their defense and trying to get them to show what they're running, and then quarterback checks the sideline, and I'm guessing they call in a new play and tell the guys what to run off of the defense that they're seeing.
I'm just glad Carthage doesn't have those big poster board signs with all the stuff on them. Not a big fan of those. Cuff pumps. Oh, the ball is almost picked off. Great defensive play by number 4 there, Colin Manning.
He made a great break for the ball, and Cuff just felt a little slow on the release there. He did have him coming across, leading him a little bit better, and I think that would have been 6.
That brings up a 4th down and 4, so that's twice now that Pleasant Grove has taken him to the mat here to a 4th down. Obviously, the Bulldogs are going to go for it right here. Empty backfield again. 2 receivers high, 3 low.
Looked like Pleasant Grove was bringing some pressure there. There they go.
Cuff drops back. He's looking for that slant again. And it is incomplete. So the Hawks defense holds. That's a major win for Pleasant Grove right there.
I'm really happy Cup looked to the right there, not to the left, because the number 3 receiver was wide open.
Wide open,
so
yeah.
Looked like he didn't anticipate those linebackers coming, because if he did, then I'm sure he'd have looked at that quick slant right there by number 3.
So again, if Pleasant Grove's looking for something to celebrate, they just found it. That's a good job by those guys on the opening drive.
It didn't look like Surratt was very happy when coming over to the sideline because I think he knows that he just missed 6 right there.
Well, last week he really threw the ball a lot to Montrell Hatton, and that may have been.
That's a give to R.J. Collins with a big run around the right side. He brought the ball all the way up to about the 32-yard line for a Pleasant Grove first down. Big run for R.J. I want to say that's his longest run of the season so far.
Camden Foster came and made that stop there, but last week Cuff said that he was very, very comfortable with number 13, Montrell, whenever he was throwing the ball. I think he had 6 catches, a couple of TDs last week, and it'd be interesting to see if Pleasant Grove maybe plays him a little tighter this week.
It was a handoff going up the middle, kind of broke it out to the left just a little bit. I didn't see the number of who it was.
Camden Foster was a part of that group of tacklers.
Davion Stewart, I think this is his first game back. It looked like number 25, Davion Stewart.
That's correct.
First game back from I think he broke his lower leg, his shin.
And he was very impressive the first game that I saw him come out and play.
For those of you watching online, we are set up on about the 25 or 30-yard line on one end of the field, so a little difficult to see some things on the opposite end of the field. Handoff squirted up the right side, positive yards for the Hawks. It's going to bring up 3rd down and manageable.
Kip Lewis was a part of that tackle as well as Camden Foster.
Officially, it's 3rd and 4 for Pleasant Grove.
That last play took us to under the 3-minute mark remaining in this first quarter.
Halter's looking to pass. Had a man open. That's the worst kind of tipped ball when it just pops up in the air and anybody's got a shot at it. And the Bulldogs got it.
And Camden Foster came down with that interception.
It almost looked like he got tipped at the line of scrimmage. That's what it looked like it came out, or it was just a little high, but it was wobbly when it was coming out. So it'd be interesting to see whether.
Yeah, Camden had a sack last week as well on their defense, but it's going to give Carthage the ball on the Pleasant Grove side of the field.
Carthage set up in the eye this time. 45 Todd Register at a fullback position, and number 21 Williams is back to tailback. Williams gets it. Hard running around this right side. Got about probably 3, maybe 4 yards.
And Whitaker was there to make that stop. He has come on strong past couple of games.
That right there is an old school play. The power toss right there when they toss it and run a power down, try to run it right down people's mouth right there. It's an old school play that you used to see in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Man, I feel old. He's calling that old school.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, there's no spread back then.
Thought maybe he's starting to talk about the
Cuff dropping back to
something.
pass. The ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Hawks are chasing it, but it is whistled dead as incomplete.
Well, that was Mr. Lance Jackson, the freshman, coming in and making that stop.
Watching him kind of prance around right now after making that play looks a lot like his brother out there.
It did. And it looks like when he was a senior, that's what the scary part about it is.
Yeah. A good Hawks defense on that play. That makes it 3rd and 6. Big play right here for the Grove. Williams looking for that slant again. This time he's got it complete to number 1, Braden Wade. Not a real big gain on the play.
I do think that Carthage looks like they're getting a great spot.
That's what I was thinking, too. They gave him a much better spot than what I would have thought. They're giving him a first down. Moving the chains. Golly, I didn't think he got there.
I thought he'd been 2 or 3 yards short.
I don't necessarily think that that's really a replay game, but replay play. But I'll be interested in seeing that later tonight.
Cuff goes under center this time. Williams in the backfield, lone running back. It's a give to Williams. Oh, he gets around the left side. Nobody there. He's down inside the 10-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
He was forced out of bounds by Keelan Benton.
Looks like a couple guys just got reached a little bit by the offensive line. They kind of zoned out to him and got on their outside shoulder and underestimated the guy's speed and took some angles that probably will be coached up tomorrow on film.
Yeah, it looked like the outside defensive lineman was very, very close to being able to shed his block, but number 76, Keystone Allison, just really had a great hold, legal hold, on him to keep him wrapped up, being able to make that play.
We're going to see that quick slant here. It comes again. Well, wasn't a slant, but it was a pass. Ball falls incomplete. It's going to be second down for Carthage.
And it looks like Pleasant Grove's willing to give up those shorter passes.
The bend but don't break attitude right here. When the midfield, let them check down all they can, 5 yards, 6 yards. But when you get into the red zone, then you start manning up a little bit and a little tighter defense.
Snap of this ball will take us to the 1:03 mark on this quarter.
Got a stoppage in play. Timeout called by Carthage.
Carthage. That's the first charge. Time out of the half. Time out.
Player of the week is
Well, we're gonna stay here, and we'll just go ahead and give a shout out to our 3 premier sponsors: Texas Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank of DeKalb, and Greg Orr Auto. Definitely thankful that they're on board to be able to provide this to those that could not make the trip. It looks like a good number of Hawks showed up tonight.
Yeah, really, I was concerned about that, and I'm pleased with what I see.
Especially coming from last week when the game was pushed out. Almost looks like double the amount of fans actually came tonight than Silsbee game, or a couple weeks ago, I guess.
Yeah, we've done a lot of traveling through these first 4 or 5 games, and then today, you know.
You know, step for step, and ball was thrown just a little bit over his grasp.
It's going to bring up third down. Ball is at the 8-yard line. So 2 big plays for the Hawks defense to try to hang on right here.
Running back is really wide right there.
Cuff's looking to throw. He's under pressure, rolling right. They're all over him. He is going to get pushed out of. Oh, he didn't go out of bounds. Throws it away.
That Hawk secondary was basically did a great job for a play that lasted that long.
It looks like the Bulldogs are going to send in the field goal team this time around. That's twice they've been in the red zone. First time they went away with no points. This time going to get at least something. Hawks better be aware of a fake right here. That field goal is good by number 47, Omar Medrano. So the Hawks again have to consider that a win. To be 48 seconds left in the first quarter, you've had two really good defensive stands and only down by 3 points. Take that at this point, right?
I think many Hawk fans would be willing to take that. And I don't want to play devil's advocate too much, but Carthage has had a few games this year that they've started out a little slow.
But I think, like you were saying, Quinn, I think the energy level from the defense, the way they're flying around, I think the new defense is also helping a little bit with the run game. Mm-hmm. Last time when we played the run, it just seemed like nobody really touched them until about 10 to 12 yards downfield. And tonight, 2-3 yards, they're getting fitted up for a chance to get a tackle, which is really positive for that defense. I think they got those guys ready to play, and they're playing with passion and on fire. So it'll be really fun to watch the rest of the game.
Well, the games within the game, Pleasant Grove's got to be happy with right now.
100%.
Give a shout out to a young man that's on the field standing at the 50-yard line. Number 10 is Garrett Harrison, and Garrett had off-season knee surgery and just got released to play this week. And so this is his first game back. So good to have you back, Mr. Harrison. Kickoff's taken at the 10 and upended short of the 20.
That was Mr. Collins bringing that ball out.
You guys are having to help me on that in the field a lot. I'm just telling you, I can't see those numbers even with my glasses. So big possession here for Pleasant Grove. They'd like to answer, at least get 3. It was a give. Was that R.J. Collins? Tried to make it around the right side. He had a one-on-one situation. If he could have gotten past that one guy, he had a little bit of room, but good tackle made there.
And Frederick Lynch is one who made that stop, and he did an excellent job coming off of his block.
I believe that's going to let us go ahead to the end of the quarter. Both teams are going towards the sideline, so we're going to have a quarter break.
We're going to take a quick commercial, and we'll be back in a minute or two.
AmCare Clinic is seeking to change the way that multi-specialty medicine is delivered. We believe that a meaningful one-on-one relationship with our patients is at the core of every successful outcome. Our staff is ready to welcome you to our family expert providers. Our mission is to keep you healthy and live an enjoyable life.
Operated by local dentists. Each room is well appointed with a clean and inviting environment. Clinical technology has advanced, and so have we. Using the latest equipment and techniques, we adhere to all CDC guidelines. Our doctors are here for you and will carefully listen to your concerns to improve your oral health. To join the Eagle Dental family, visit our website, eagledentaltxk.com.
The break, the quarter break to begin the second quarter. We flip into the fields, and Pleasant Grove has the ball second down at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 11 officially.
It's been a while since we've said Borley's name on the offense, so maybe we can get him the ball a few times in the series.
Halter looking to pass. He's got a man open. That is Bordley. Makes the catch at the 30-yard line and is pushed out of bounds.
That was number 14 again, Mr. Lynch, for Carthage on the coverage there and taking him out of bounds. And I just think it's going to be very important for Bordley to be a part of this offense for Pleasant Grove to see some success against Carthage tonight.
I've said it all season long. I am just so proud of Jared Halter. I know he's made some young guy mistakes along the way. Boy, he has not shied away from the responsibility. He is taking it on and doing his best. I'm just proud of him. That was a give to JoJo Bailey. Nothing there. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Rascos was there to fight through the line and make that stop to keep it to no gain.
Bailey's averaging about 5.1 yards a carry. That gonna lower his average a little bit right there, but he'll get another chance, I'm sure. There it is. That's Bailey again. Gets low and goes under a couple of people. Maybe he got a yard or two. So 3rd and 8 is what shows on the scoreboard right now. R.J. Collins made a little space around the right side, took a big hit.
Yeah, Braden Wade was there to basically just pick him up and take him back to the turf and make that stop to keep it short, about 3.5 yards for a first down. It does look like that's going to bring on Mr. Martin to punt the ball away.
Looked like he had a little room to run right there, which he did get about 6-7 yards, just one tackle away from getting the first down.
Martin gets away a really good punt, and it's going to take a roll for Pleasant Grove. The guys get down there and stop it. Inside the 5. About the 3-yard line. That's a great job of flipping the field, Cade.
And I think as we get into these district games, Cade's kicking ability is definitely going to have some impacts on some game-changing time periods on being able to flip the field for Pleasant Grove this year.
He has done it. He's done it a lot this year where he's had some big punts. I think that right there was 50-something yard field goal or 50-something yard punt. It definitely flips the field. That's a huge momentum swing right there if they can get a 3-and-out.
Carthage is going to get the ball with 9 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in this first half. Pleasant Grove has all of their timeouts remaining, and Carthage has 2.
So once again, it's 1st and 10. Ball is on the 3. You'd love to just pin your ears back and go after him, but that's dangerous to do against Carthage. Little wide snap. We got a one-on-one situation. The receiver falls down, and the defender stopped as well. So the ball is overthrown and falls incomplete.
Luckily, I think that ball was going to go out of bounds anyways, but it would have been cool to see our defensive guy pick up the ball when he fell down.
Yeah, if Ketchum or McFadden had sort of caught that coming off the quarterback's arm, that would have been nice. And I do want to point out that's about the 4th or 5th snap that I've seen Cuff have to reach out to his right to grab. Just wonder if maybe that could lead to 2 points where we are right now.
It's a handoff. I couldn't make out the number. Got back to maybe the line of scrimmage. Still inside the 5-yard line.
Jonah Bates was one of the Hawks that was in there, and I believe he was joined by Joseph Bailey there on that stop.
Big play here for Pleasant Grove. 3rd down and 9 officially.
Jonathan Ketchum has the responsibility to hold Montreal Halton.
Cuffs joined in the backfield by Williams. Takes a snap. He's looking left. Again, one-on-one situation. We've got a man over there. Pass is broken up and falls incomplete. Almost had an interception.
That was almost his second interception of the day. I think he's had 2 of them that he wishes he could get back a little bit, but great play again.
And Colin played that well. I think he was just playing center of the field and saw that ball go up, and definitely is going to wish he had brought that down.
So he sure would have liked to have had the interception for sure, but it still brings up 4th down. We'll get a shot, hopefully, at a good return right here, which probably put about the same field position unless something unusual happens. Hawks went after it. Not sure if they might have got a piece of it. Bordley picks it up on the bounce. Really nowhere to go, but he's trying. He gets it inside the 35-yard line, about the 34 maybe. So Hawks have great field position to begin this drive, almost in field goal range already.
The Hawks running off the field right there were pretty juiced up team right there. The defense, they're playing hard. They should be juiced up. Good energy swing.
Well, and I think that defensive energy, sooner or later tonight is going to, get into that offensive side, just because we do have so many players that are playing both ways. But it would be nice to see Pleasant Grove capitalize, and with 8 minutes and 36 seconds remaining this half, put some points on the board.
Bordley and Bailey both in the backfield. Bordley takes the toss to the right side. Not a lot of room there.
Looks like he was stood up by Michael Brown. He is just a sophomore for Carthage.
Jay, you mentioned so many Pleasant Grove guys going both ways. That's part of what's gotten the Hawks in trouble the last few years was depth. That we played with Carthage deep into the game, but just couldn't finish. We didn't have the depth that they have. To give to JoJo Bailey, and he is dancing all over the place, trying just to get maybe a yard.
Kip Lewis was there to clean it up at the end of it.
Hawks are going to have to come up with something just as a surprise. I'd love to see a little screen pass somewhere along the way in here. So it's 3rd down and 8. Ball's on the 32-yard line. At least want to get up to a place where we can feel good about trying to get 3. Halter on the keeper. I think that's what they were hoping to do, just move the ball into a field goal area.
This would be a 47-yard field goal. It would be interesting to see if we go for this right here.
And Kip Lewis was the gentleman who made that play.
So the Hawks are not sending out the kicking team. They're going for it. So 4th down and 6.
Bordley out wide, I would imagine.
Halter's pass falls incomplete. It was intended for Lance Jackson, and Lance was open, just overthrew him. Throws it at the numbers. He's probably going to get it there.
Looks like Bordley might have been just a decoy out there because I don't even know if he ran a route. Kind of just stood there, so trying to get some guys, probably the safety to try to go over and help and get Lance Jackson wide open.
Braden Wade was the one who helped make that play there, and he may have come off a little gingerly on an ankle. He's actually starting to walk a little bit more normal, but has taken a spot on the bench.
So Lucas talked to us from a player perspective about when your defense keeps making stops, but your offense can't turn them into points. How's your defense handle that?
Still hungry to make stops. The more you can get them, or the more you can get them chances, is the better opportunities that they're going to score.
Cuff's got an out route that's complete to number 13, Montrell Hatton. Lots of white jerseys get to him quickly, so no extra yards on it, but he did pick up, well, they're going to spot him a little short, inside the 40.
So when you're a defensive guy, your job is to give the ball back to the offense. So as many times you can do that, the better that you're going to be as a team for sure.
And although you really don't end up getting off the field, a defensive score might be a good shot in the arm for that offense too.
Huge.
Cuff hands off to Williams. He's got lots of room this time. Broke a couple of tackles to get inside the 45-yard line. Down about the 43 is where they mark him.
Kate McFadden was the one who ended up bringing him down, and Reese Elrod's probably not going to like film on that one tomorrow.
Bulldogs will go and hurry up.
So that play right there brings back flashbacks of last week when we played Silsbee, because that was the same play that was kind of giving us trouble against them.
But Reese has been all over the field tonight, so he is playing his normal man on the ball tonight. It is fun watching him play defense.
Dude plays with energy, plays with effort. He's always going to be there to make a tackle, and he can tackle very well. So I love watching that guy.
I didn't see the official call. Was that a Pleasant Grove timeout?
I believe so. It looks like they do have 2 timeouts remaining on the board. So
it looked like we had some guys on the field, and we were afraid that we'd get called too many guys on the field. They kind of went to a hurry up, and we couldn't get in and out. So Coach Gibson decided to burn a timeout right there. Also, give us a little break. Maybe let some of our starters get back in because they've been playing offense. Get some water and some oxygen.
Carthage has a running back deep in the backfield. And they give it to him. That's Williams again. He's got a lot of room. He's got a one-on-one situation, and he's brought down.
looks like Keelan Benton was there to trip him up, to limit that to just about an 18-yard run.
Carthage trying to go a little bit of tempo, just a little quicker, trying to gas the Hawks a little bit probably.
Looks like Whitaker was in on that tackle as well as Reese Elrod. That play took us under 5 minutes remaining in this second half.
Ball's on the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Hawks need to bow up a little bit right here. Some hands on some hips. They're getting tired. It's been going kind of fast here. Cuff gives to Williams again. Missed a tackle in the backfield. That's a great tackle for a loss by the Hawks.
That was Reese Elrod coming through there and making that tackle for loss.
That was great fitting up that defense right there. Started with the D-line, then you saw the linebacker come in there and spill it out.
Stretch it across.
Yeah, and then Reese was there to clean it up. That is what you want on defense. Make guys go east and west rather than north and south.
As I mentioned earlier, Braden Wade was a little gimpy on the leg, and he went back out there limping, but he is out there.
The loss of about 5 makes it 3rd and 9 now. Bell is the back in the backfield. Quarterback keep. Pretty good run by Cuff. Nothing fancy there. Just find a seam and go forward, north and south, like you were saying.
Looked like they saw Boardley get out there on number 3 receiver, so they saw that we were kind of weak in the box and decided to check to a quarterback lead, which is a strange 3rd and 8 call, but it worked.
4th and 1.
It's going to be close.
So it's a quarterback keeper. The red shirts are saying they got it. The white shirts are saying that it was short. Black and white shirts haven't made a signal yet.
Well, they're going to have to measure that.
He gave him the first down, and now he's saying that we need a measure. I don't know. It looks like when they were running in, I think they're on the hash. Looks like the tip of the ball is a little bit over the hash now.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be a first down.
From our angle, it looks like they've got it.
Just need to make sure we don't leave any kinks in that chain.
I've been trying to keep up with the young folks lately, so I've watched some TikTok videos here a little bit. And I've been kind of laughing at the number of NFL videos I see where some lineman is pushing the ball with his foot, trying to move it back. And that is a stop. According to the white
ref,
shirts. Let's see. The white shirts are saying.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. So officially it is a first down. The Pleasant Grove Hawks were jumping around celebrating.
Wow, that was interesting. You saw nobody from the Carthage side get happy, and then everybody from the defensive side were like, oh, it's...
That's pretty strange.
I think he probably got it. He's the closest one there. I'm sure he saw it.
Looks like Pleasant Grove is going to take a timeout, so we will go to a commercial break.
Texarkana Magazine at many locations around town. Look for us on the first of each month where we publish a new print issue and online every Tuesday.
We'd love to connect with you. Check us out online at txkmag.com and follow us on social media.
Stay famous, Texarkana.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
So we're back from the timeout, and the Bulldogs have the ball 1st and 10. Cuff drops back to pass. He throws a corner fade, and it is broken up. There is a flag on the play in the end zone.
Once again, that was Cuff's favorite receiver last game.
Looked like the ball was a little underthrown. I think if Ketchum might have got his head around, I think he would have had a chance to pick that.
So pass interference called against Pleasant Grove, half the distance to the goal, and they get a first down out of it. That's going to put the ball at the 8-yard line.
We've seen this a couple times tonight when Carthage has been inside the 10, so maybe it'll come out to what happened the last 2 times.
And Carthage doesn't need another yard than what they get anyway, but this being 1st and goal definitely limits their playbook.
Toss to the right to Williams. He's got a full head of steam, and he fumbles the ball into the end zone. Carthage is saying they recovered it, and they're signaling touchdown, but there's no official signal yet. It is a touchdown, fumbled into the end zone and recovered.
I would like to see that replay. I thought he was on the ground when he fumbled that ball.
Blake Strong, I believe, is who came out of that scrum with the ball.
Man, that's heartbreaking for Pleasant Grove, who's played such great defense and forced a fumble right there on that play, and then it goes against them. Officials are all talking about it. Maybe they're talking about what you said, Lucas. Of course, we don't have any replay here that would matter. They would just have to have an agreement.
And something tells me that Carthage is not going to put that replay up on their very nice board at the end of the...
I think that's what they're going to do.
I think they're going to say that it was down.
Because it looked like he was spinning, and then when he hit the ground, the ball shot forward. Now, if Pleasant Grove would have recovered, I would have never brought that up.
That appears to be what they're saying. So that puts the ball at the 3-yard line.
Second down. Oh, well, never mind. My point does not make sense then. It was you cannot advance a fumble for forward.
And I've been accused of being ignorant before, and I was going to bring that up, but then I was like, well, the two of y'all did not bring that up, so maybe that's not a high school rule.
Bulldogs in that power eye again to give to Williams. Hawks defense does a good job pushing him backwards.
That Pleasant Grove defense has just done a very, very good job tonight so far.
It's got to make you excited to think about what district might look like for us. You know, if hanging with Carthage, we ought to be in good shape when we get in district. They gave him a yard on the play, so it makes it 3rd down and 2 with about a minute and a half left in the first half. So Carthage will drain all the clock they can out of this before they finish this drive.
Looks like Johnny Lewis came off the field. He's one of their larger linemen, so this may not be a running play.
You're in the power eye again. Brought back into fullback, Todd Register.
And that's going to be another timeout by Pleasant Grove with 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining in this half, and we're going to go to a quick commercial.
Join us for the fastest and freshest casual dining experience in Texarkana. Whether you're hungry for a freshly ground hamburger, the tastiest fried catfish, or some of our amazing grilled seafood or chicken, we have what you want, just the way you like it, and always with a smile. Fast, casual dining, just the way you like it. Flying Burger and Seafood, Summerhill Road. Oh yeah, don't forget to top it off with the biggest, baddest cinnamon roll you've ever had. See you soon.
Welcome to Texarkana Physical Therapy, DeKalb and New Boston Physical Therapy's newest location. Because we're a family-owned clinic, we have the ability to offer some unique accommodations for patients, extended hours including weekend availability, flexible payment plans, and we provide every patient the personal cell phone number of one of our therapists for 24/7 accessibility. We look forward to seeing you at our newest location at 5602 Richmond Road, Texarkana, Texas.
So welcome back from the break. We are 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the first half. Carthage has the ball on the 2-yard line. It is 3rd down and goal. In the power I formation once again. A toss to the outside to number 13, Montrell Hatton, and he is brought down for a loss by the Big Hawk defense.
Reese Elrod was there and smelled that out real quick. Another tackle for loss.
This would be real gutsy if they go for this.
Well, it looks like Halton may be a little shaken up on that play when Reese threw him down.
Looks like his head kind of hit the ground a little bit when he got thrown down.
Well, I've had some opportunities to watch Coach Surratt, and scared's not in his vocabulary. So
not even a little bit.
His blood pressure didn't even blip when he said, "Oh, we're going to go for it."
Yeah.
Hawk fans, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter what the outcome of this next play is and what the outcome of the game is at the end. When you see some of these defensive players around town this week, you need to pat some guys on the head and tell them they have done a great job. They're playing with a lot of energy, a lot of fire, making plays.
Like you said, we don't know the outcome of this play, but Carthage has not been held to 3 points in a half all season long. And I would love for a statistician that we don't have to figure out when that last happened.
So that is number 13, Montrell Hatton, the running back, being walked off the field.
Looks like he might have a cut on his eye and them holding some gauze up to his eye. Just happy he can walk off on his own.
So here we go. It is 4th and goal at the 8-yard line. The clock is running. I guess we could officially say this is the biggest play of the half right now.
45 seconds.
Got a one-on-one situation. The wideouts at the bottom of the formation is looking there, throws a jump ball. Let's see. Receiver pushed off, and he dropped the ball. So that works in the Hawks' way. Either way right there. Great job by the Hawk defense.
And Cuff did not have much time at all to get that throw off. The defense was back there on him very quick.
Looked like we might have an unsportsmanlike after the penalty, so it'd still be Hawk ball, but it would be half the distance to the goal.
If you can see on that replay, boy, that receiver pushed off.
He definitely pushed off.
In a big way. No flag came out for it, though.
I don't know if the Pleasant Grove coaches have seen the same thing I have, but wherever Braden Wade is lined up, I'm throwing at him. He has been limping on his ankle.
So, Coach Walker, what did the Hawks do right here? 34 seconds left in the half. You're inside the 5-yard line.
Take some shots. No, I'm just kidding. I would say that they're going to run it up the middle right here. Try to get a first down and go into half down 3-0.
We've got no timeouts to play with.
They can definitely run out the clock here. So I'd say you're going to hand it to your best back, Boardley, right here.
Just don't need a Hawk mistake. Hand off to Boardley, up the middle.
It's far enough to throw it now, right? No, I would not say it's time to get any type of greedy.
The clock is still running, and we're down to about 10 seconds left in the first half. And the Hawks aren't even going to need to run another play. That's going to be it. But what an amazing half of football for Pleasant Grove. The team that has played against some big dogs, and not just the Bulldogs, but all the big dogs this season. This defense has shown up today. I'm just super proud of these guys.
Your high school football fans that are out there that typically get all their scores from Dave Campbell's Texas Football probably thinks that the internet is down in Carthage, Texas right now when they look at the score and see that it's 3-0.
I would love to be in the Pleasant Grove locker room right now and hear Coach Gibson talk about just being down 3-0 after a half of football at home against Carthage's stadium. You know, he's going to be jacked up when he gets in there. What a fun time that would be.
Yeah, from what I took from this first half is that Pleasant Grove is playing with a lot more energy than Carthage is right now, and it'll be interesting to see how Surratt. I'd also like to be in Surratt's locker room and see what's going on in there, too.
Well, we're going to take it to all of the halftime festivities, and we will be back in about 28 minutes.
Not long ago, Samantha had to raise her hand to leave the classroom. Just like that, she had to decide her future. She knew she wanted to go to college, but she wasn't ready to choose her major. So she enrolled at Texarkana College. At a fraction of the cost of a university, Samantha can start on her basics while she decides what she wants to do with her future. Start here at Texarkana College.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Bolt in Texarkana.
Our 2021-2022 showstopper officers are Junior Lieutenant Skylar Kemp, Junior Lieutenant Edie Neal, Senior Lieutenant Hannah Holland, Senior Lieutenant Tori Scoggins. The showstopper captain is Senior Landry Trammell. The showstopper of the week is Chloe Rojas. Pleasant Grove Showstopper to perform their traditional homecoming kick routine to Bonanza.
it was like, no. What I mean is like, last year. For some reason, last year I could get the ball. This year, I guess my eyes literally.
I got ducked down.
And so now I'm thinking like, now I need passes. But I think on the first half, I was trying to throw the ball to me. Oh, where the ball is now? So that was, I got it.
And now, for your continued halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the Pride in Motion, the Pleasant Grove High School Marching Band. The band is under the student leadership of drum majors Leslie Reyes, Maggie Parker, and Miguel Rodriguez. Guard captains are Neil Williams and Hannah Pryor. Percussion captains are Julia LeVay, Zach Dooley, and Timothy Overlock. Band captains are Casey Tuberville, Andrew Murphy, and Liz Silver. Tonight they will perform a portion of their 2021 production entitled Romanov.
Marcher of the Week is Emily Hobbs. The Marchers of the Week are Kamani Stewart and Andrew Green. The Section of the Week is the Color Guard. The Pride in Motion would like to thank the following: the PG Band Boosters, Superintendent Chad Purtle, Pleasant Grove High School Principals Kristen Giles, Neil Kaiser, and Gary Hill, and all of our proud 2021-22 sponsors: Dr. Kevin and Laura Forbes, Red River Record Service, Neely's Towing and Recovery, A Better Creation, Air Now, or Honda of Texarkana, or Hyundai of Texarkana, Rocasa Organics, Schlotzsky's, Hawkins Street and Landscape, Bubba Green Towing, Just Groovin 24, and the Band House Music Store. Thank you for being a wonderful audience tonight, and go Hawks!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ninth line of the Bulldog Bells. They are led onto the field tonight by Lieutenant Carla Montez, Lieutenant Sidney Robin, Lieutenant Madison Brown, First Lieutenant Hannah Crawford, and Captain Robin Lewis. Your social officers are Carly Goff, Alexis Durham, and Rachel Monroe. Bells of the Week are Jocelyn Morellis and Michaela Nations. The Bulldog Bells will be performing a hip-hop routine to Chain Hang Low. The Bulldog Bells are under the direction of Emily Robertson and Sherry Parker.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Kylie Joe Jolly, Carthage Independent School District proudly presents the Pride of Panola County, the 2021-2022 award-winning Carthage High School Battling Bulldog Band. The major rats are led onto the field by Captain Addison Brady. The flags are led onto the field by co-captains Sadie Garcia, Jatera Stevenson, and Elaine Drogan. Sit back and enjoy the auxiliary line as they perform to the 1982 hit, Tainted Love. IQ. 2021-2022 officers are President Elaine Grogan, Historian Julia Smithers, Chaplain Lucius Escobedo, Instrument Crew Captain College Joe Jolly, Uniform Crew Captain Breland Mosby, Coffee Crew Captain Emily Hernandez, Drum Major College Joe Jolly. The Carthage High School Battling Bulldog Band is under the direction of Nicholas Durham, John Drubnik, Jacob Lasher, and James Thomas.
Well, welcome back, everybody, for the second half of Pleasant Grove Hawks versus the Carthage Bulldogs. We have seen a great first half of football between both teams. It ended in a 3-0 lead by Carthage. And I think if you would have asked any Pleasant Grove fan at the beginning of this one, would you take 3-0, they would be glad to have that right now. So we're excited to see what's going to happen in the second half. What do you guys think about what we've seen so far?
Well, as a PG fan, I will say yes. That's exactly what I would take as a 3-0 game. And I have been very, very pleased with how the defense has played, especially inside the red zone. They have really stepped it up there, and they have not given up any big plays. And Carthage has been known to have a few of those a game, and to be able to hold them to no big plays so far, that's been pretty big on the defensive side.
Yeah, I think what Pleasant Grove is going to have to do in this second half on the defensive side is be able to stop the run first and then create some pressure on Cup to get him moving around back there, because when he has been under pressure, he has struggled a little bit back there at quarterback. So if they can stop the run and get him in passive situations, then I think Pleasant Grove's defense could look like they did in the first half. And then on the offensive side, it'll be interesting to see what Pleasant Grove comes out and does. They've thrown the ball maybe 2 or 3 times. They've had a couple big completions, so we'll see what they got in the second half.
Well, just to share a few stats, as far as Carthage, they've had 8 first downs, and Pleasant Grove has held them to 99 yards rushing, 38 passing for a total of 137.
So we've got the kickoff. It is taken by number 9, but he's fumbled it. Ball's on the ground. He's still trying to get it. Hawks are all over him. He fumbled again. Hawks have picked it up, taking it in the first down. They're calling him down. Oh, my goodness.
I think his forward progress was stopped a little bit there, but that would have been a nice note.
What a remarkable way to stop. That'll fire your defense up right off the bat. Let's hope we can keep that momentum going now.
I love to see guys attacking the ball right there when guys are held up and balled up, guys attacking the ball trying to create turnovers.
It looks like number 3, Javarian Rockmore, is going to be out there. But it does look like Cuff is going to remain as QB. So this will be the first time Carthage has played a quarterback into a second half of a game.
So Cuff throws a little dump pass over to number 13. That is Montrell Hatton. And he breaks a tackle and kind of gets away a little bit, gets down past the 40-yard line for a big Carthage gain.
B.J. Rayfield had to come across the field and make that stop.
Yeah, good inside pursuit right there. It looked like we lost the edge a little bit out of that corner.
It's correction. They spotted the ball shy of the 40. It's at the 39-yard line. Exact same play once again. Block on the outside. And Hatton is taken out of bounds shy of the 50.
And he is pushed out of bounds by McFadden.
By running those plays, I think they're trying to get those corners to come up and press so they can take a shot downfield. And I don't imagine that Pleasant Grove will fall for that trap. I think they'll just keep playing that bend but don't break attitude. But we shall see.
Cuff goes into center. Williams in the backfield is a lone running back. It's a fake. Now they're going deep. There is a man open and the catch is made. That's a remarkable catch by the same receiver 3 plays in a row. That's Hatton taking it down inside the 10. Great play.
That was Keelan Bitten on the coverage there.
It looked like great coverage right there. He was in his hip pocket and just lost the ball there for a second. I think he just missed his hand placement a little bit there, but that was a remarkable play by that receiver, man. He went up and grabbed it out of the highest point.
So far, we've been wrong about what we thought we were going to see. We thought we'd see a lot of power running, and they've gone the exact opposite direction. That same dump out to the outside again. Play is made this time. It was complete to number 2, Noah Patty. And he's taken down for a loss.
And that was a great play by McFadden, who read that early and broke off of his receiver that was trying to block him
Big
to make
hit
that play.
right there. So, Quinn, we talked about trying to get the defense tired. This is also another way, quick pass right there. Also basically like a run play. Just throw it out there and get guys running, trying to chase and create defensive tiredness.
Cuff under center again. Williams the lone back. Cuff rolls to his right. Nothing really there. Throws the ball down. Ball's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 11.
That was good defense by Ketchum there, just to use the sideline as his friend there. And Reese Elrod made the wise play of getting back into the end zone there rather than trying to come up and make that stop on the quarterback to keep the defender from being open in the end zone.
Looked like we had a chance to get a sack there, but I think you read a little bit too much run right there and chased the running back rather than hit the quarterback for a bootleg.
Yeah, Reese did a great job getting back and covering Noah Paddle on that last play.
Got Hatton low in the formation again. Good chance for them to run that same little pass to the left side, but he's looking right this time. 1-on-1, drops it over his shoulder. Pretty ball. Touchdown Bulldogs. Great play.
And Colin was there on the coverage and just got beat, but very well placed ball though.
It looked like if Manning could have somehow got his head around and seen it, maybe he could have made a play on it, but I don't think he even knew it was coming.
That was Noah Paddle that scored that.
So the point after by Omar Medrano is good. And you got 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter with Carthage scoring on their first possession to make it 10-0.
It'll be interesting to see how the Pleasant Grove Hawk offense comes out because it has been a while since they have been on the field. The very last series that they played was basically just running out the clock, and it had been a while since they had the ball. So they've definitely had plenty of time to think about what this drive can lead to.
It's a big possession now for Pleasant Grove. They would like to answer. They'd like to stay on the field a long time and give their defensive guys a chance to rest. Although certainly a lot of them are going both ways. Medrano tees the ball up for the kickoff. He kicks it deep. Ball is returned out to the 25-yard line, so the Hawks will begin this possession. First down to 25. Toss to Boardley, and he's met in the backfield. Loss on the play. Never really had a chance on that one. Still think the Hawks are going to have to kind of pull something out of their pocket that's a little different than the normal. But at the same time, Coach Gibson doesn't want to show all that before he goes into district play. Halter drops back to pass. He's throwing deep. The ball is caught. That is number 16, senior Alex Galvan, with his second reception of the year.
A great catch. Had some traffic around him.
Alex has great hands. He's an outfielder for the baseball team, state champion baseball team. He's used to going and trailing them and finding them and getting them. That puts the ball at the 48-yard line on the Carthage side. First down for the Grove. That run's not happening. That's JoJo Bailey.
Looks like Bobby Cooks was the first one to make the stop there, and then the rest of the team caught on to bring him down. And Kip Lewis would happen to be one of the ones who finished making that stop for him.
Man, he has a lot of energy, doesn't he? You see, after every single play, you see that guy running around and cheering on his teammates, getting excited with them. It's good to see.
Intensity is definitely something he has as a good characteristic.
That was a toss to the left side to R.J. Collins. Almost lost the ball, but he gathered it back in. So 2 plays in a row, big loss for the Hawks.
Prior to snap, false start, number 10 in the offense. 5-yard penalty, 3 plays down.
I think they'll take that false start right there rather than 3rd and 15, 2nd and 15.
Looks like Carthage is kind of selling out to the run right now. Just daring PG to do something different.
Looks like we had a drop snap there.
Make it 3rd down and 18.
That's going to take us to about 7 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter.
One of the difficult things for the wing tee is you get behind the chains like this, you just don't have a whole lot that can get you the big plays, and we don't have the same speed as receivers as we've had in the years past, but we'll see what happens here. 3rd and 18. Halter looking to throw. Launches it out deep, and it's almost caught, but falls incomplete. That was intended for Boardley.
And he did get both hands on that extremely well, and trying to figure out exactly which one of those defensive backs.
There's a replay for you if you're watching on stream, live stream. Got both hands on it. Defender did a good job of just getting his hand in there to strip the ball out.
Jakarian Rockmore.
Really well-placed ball.
Caden Martin had a bad snap delivered to him, and then the punt is blocked. And so just about everything that has gone wrong, could go wrong to start the second half, has kind of gone wrong right here. So maybe we're getting it all out of the way, and then we're going to overcome it. The Bulldogs will take the ball here at the 26-yard line to begin this possession with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
I would definitely think that the defense is going to need to really make a good stand here to keep this within a 2-score game.
Cuff throws the ball out to Rockmore. Rockmore follows a couple of blockers to get down inside or just shy of the 15.
Looks like that's a point of emphasis, is get him the ball out there.
Give to Williams around the right side. He's got a lot of green in front of him, and he takes it in for the Bulldogs score.
And he made one slight deke to the inside, and the Hawks sort of chased that a little longer than they should have, and he was able to stretch that out wide and look good doing it.
Madrano's extra point is good off the hold of Will McDaniel. So 6.5 minutes left, and the score is 17-0 in the favor of the Carthage Bulldogs. We'll tee it up, keep playing.
Well, one of the things that you've seen from Carthage years past is they're not ones to take the foot off the throttle. So Pleasant Grove is definitely going to need to answer here, just so that it doesn't get just out of hand.
Kickoff is taken at the 5, brought out to the 20, the 30, the 40, 50. Nobody's on him. Down to the 10-5. Touchdown, Pleasant Grove. Looking all over the field, trying to find any flags. I don't see any.
Well, that's not going to be an interception, but I think Keelan Benton will take that for a run back, and that's a nice little shot in the arm for Pleasant Grove to have, and I think either a special teams score or defensive score was definitely going to be needed to make this a ball game.
The way he hit that seam right there and then got to the edge, that's what you want as a kick returner. You hit the seam and then you work out towards the sideline, and he hit it. And
he kicked it in a different gear. So Enrique Rios point after. I saw some signaling good and some signaling no good. So we're going with the no good. So 6:17 left in the third quarter, and it's Bulldogs 17, Hawks 6. The good part of that situation is that we put 6 points on the board. The bad part of that is that your defense doesn't get a chance to rest any. They've got to come right back on the field again.
Well, I would imagine that their excitement of getting some points on the board should at least get them through the first couple of plays, and then maybe some adrenaline will come in after that.
Maybe it gives them a little break because most of those guys play offense too. So.
That's a great look at that return by our camera guys here with Texarkana Game Day. So Rios kicks it off. It's taken at the 15-yard line, and there's a lot of space on that side just as well.
I thought we might have got a block in the back right here, right on this side.
I don't think there's any thought there. I saw one.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw a guy fall right on his face, and I think that it was from somebody hitting him in the back. You'll see it down here on the
number 22, right there.
Yep, definitely got shoved right in the back, right in front of the umpire, but maybe he wasn't watching that part.
I bet you somebody down there with an L on his back lives in this zip code.
So the Bulldogs come out in the empty backfield. Cuff is under pressure. He's rolling right, being pursued Ball's dropped right over the receiver's head, falls incomplete.
And that was Alex on the coverage, and that ball was just out of reach, and that was probably a good thing. But Cuff was definitely running away from B.J. Rayfield at a high rate of speed.
That was actually a really good throw out there on the right side. He gave his receiver a chance, and only his receiver a chance to go get that football.
Bulldogs set up in that power eye again. They've brought the fullback Register back in. Little toss to Williams on the left side. Runs past one guy, spins out of another tackle, gets down near the 35-yard line. But he must have gone out of bounds a little bit earlier than that. They're marking it at the 40.
I think on that instant replay, number 1, McFadden might have been held.
Maybe got hugged a little bit.
Yeah. Caring is sharing.
It's a different set now than what we've seen out of the Bulldogs. But a give to Williams again around the left side. Should have been caught in the backfield, but he got away from it.
Yeah, McFadden was back there to be able to make that stop, but Carthage was definitely very elusive there. Looks like PG is wanting an injury timeout. May have a cramp with Reese. Got Corbin Franklin coming in for Reese Elrod.
Williams, the lone back in the backfield. Same play they've run earlier. Now they run it on the opposite side. Didn't see that number of who it was.
Looked like Colin Manning was over there to make the stop. And made a quick move on Keelan. This looks like B.J. Rayfield may have been the first one to slow him down. And that takes us to the 5 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
Cuff gives to Williams again. It's just power run straight up the middle.
It looks like Pleasant Grove's making an adjustment when they get under center and go to the I formation. They're starting to bring some pressures off the edges. Kind of when they see them check, they're kind of checking. It looks like.
So 2nd and 7 for Carthage. Toss to Williams on the left side. He cut it back in and found some space. He's going to take it in for another score. That was a good cutback, just a simple step back in, but that's where all the room was.
He definitely had a wide hole to be able to get that into the end zone there.
Medrano's point after is good. 4:17 left in the third quarter, and the Bulldogs are up 24-6 over the Hawks. We still haven't gotten to see a lot out of the Hawks offense this half because they've only had one possession really. They got the kickoff return, so they hope to to get a good long possession here, give some guys some rest, and try to put 6 more on the board. Give you an update on the score from our district. The only other team playing tonight is Liberty Ilo, and Liberty Ilo is down 21-19 right now in the third quarter, playing against number 7 Van. Ball bounces up, go right into the hands of Alex Galvan, and Galvan just wisely cradles it and goes down with it to protect the possession.
Thank goodness it did, because it looked like it had a little English on it. It was coming backwards, and it might have went right into one of their guys' hands.
I was sort of hoping they were going to kick it to Keelan again, but the Pleasant Grove offense so far is not peaked at 100 yards offense yet. As a matter of fact, I think they're probably about 60 yards total offense so far.
Halter's looking to throw. Ball is picked off. That is number 4, Jakarian Rockmore. Working it down inside the 10, maybe even gets the score. Waiting on a signal. And there it is, touchdown Bulldogs.
And I think that makes it the 4th game of the season, which is all of those so far, that they have had a defensive score for a pick 6. Looks like we do have a hawk down. We'll go ahead and take us a commercial break. We are back. Pleasant Grove player is on his feet and running across the field, so that is a good thing. As Carthage lines up for their extra point.
Regis's point after is good. I think one of the frustrating things when this begins to happen in a game is tomorrow you'll open the paper, or I guess you don't really do that anymore nowadays. You'll look online and see a score, and the score won't be indicative of what a good game it was, especially considering the first half.
You've got 7 minutes and 59 seconds, and you go from being within 3 points to now 25 points.
And a couple big plays, the block punt, just some missed conversions that I think have been there. Just a couple of missed conversions, and then obviously the big plays that Carthage has done on third downs, 3rd and longs. They got them to 3rd and 8s, and they've succeeded on those 3rd downs and And that's what makes them so great, because they do succeed on those downs a lot and stuff on a defense.
And it will be interesting to see what the final stats are on their third down conversions, because they have had plenty of those tonight.
Kickoff is fielded on the one hop by McFadden. He brings it out past the 40, shy of the 45. Took a big hit. He's brought down at the 42, 43-yard line. To give up the middle. I didn't see the number. I'm assuming it's probably Boardley. That's correct.
That was Riascos on the defensive stop there.
Hand off to R.J. Collins. Slips up the middle a little bit, picks up another 2 or 3, brings a third down and manageable. Third and about 5, maybe.
Braden Wade was coming in from the defensive back's position there to make that stop. We'll have about 2.5 minutes left in this quarter, about the time the ball is snapped.
Halter looking to throw. He has got, oh my goodness, he's got Alex Galvan, and Galvan drops it. So that's going to bring up 4th down for Pleasant Grove. I think Galvan tried to run before he actually had the ball. Head turned and started looking upfield.
And that's going to be a tough break. So he definitely had the first down and room to get a few more yards.
Cade Martin on the punt. Good snap this time. Got a punt away. The Hawks down it at the 22, 23-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Pleasant Grove needs another defensive stop here to try to stop the momentum a little bit from Carthage, because right now they're kind of having their way a little bit with the offense and defense, and they can get a stop here and gain some momentum. It would be big for Pleasant Grove.
Cuff still in at quarterback. Williams in the backfield with him. Cuff's pass is intended for I think that's number 3, Javarian Rockmore. Falls incomplete.
The backup quarterback.
And Jonathan Ketchum was running to make that play, and looked like he was close to trying to make a play on that tip.
2nd down. That's Rockmore again around the left side. Out to about the 30-yard line to make it 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
B.J. Rayfield was able to slow him down, and Jonah Bates was able to take him to the ground. From a momentum standpoint, this could stand to be a pretty good play for the defense to come up strong with.
Cuff drops the pass. He's looking downfield, but he's feeling his pressure. Rolls out right, being pursued by number 56 for the Hawks. Takes a big hit. My goodness. But to Cuff's credit, I mean, he's right back up, walking out to play some more, but that was a big hit.
That right there might be one of the biggest hits I've ever seen.
That's Caden Martin, and then who laid the wood?
That was Bordley.
Jalen Bordley.
I guess that's why he was a little excited about being able to play some defense today.
Word. 4th down for the Bulldogs, and they are lined up to go for it. Think that's going to come out here to Rockmore? Nope. Rockmore's pass is low, but they're calling it complete, and it gets the 1st down for Carthage. That's a stop that the Hawks really needed right there.
Carthage is going to let the clock go down and bring this game to 4th quarter.
Looked like Pleasant Grove's running a little spy with Bordley, which is something they kind of struggled with a little bit against Silsby. It looks like they might have made a correction, and they got Bordley out there at linebacker, which means he's just tracking the quarterback.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break and be back for this 4th quarter.
Talia wanted more from life. She always wanted to work in the medical field, but she put her career plans on hold to raise a family. Now it's her time. She enrolled at Texarkana College to train for a high-paying career in a fast-growing industry. And thanks to financial aid, she isn't going into debt to do it. Start here at Texarkana College.
We're back from the quarter break, set up and ready to begin the 4th quarter, where our score is 31-6 in favor of Carthage. It's been a good football game, especially the first half. Looking forward to a good last quarter as we wrap this thing up.
And looks like Cuff may be done for the night.
Rockmore fumbles the ball but gets back on it. Hawks sent somebody after him that time and knocked the ball loose, but he was able to pounce right back on it.
Like that was Reese Elrod coming from the outside.
Second down and 14 after the fumble and recovery. Rockmore's back in the shotgun for the Bulldogs. Looking to throw downfield, but there's a screen pass. Screen takes it out past the 35-yard line to bring up 3rd down.
That was Cade Martin on the stop there.
Good pursuit right there by Pleasant Grove's defense. Cade McFadden came up and delivered a good hit right there. And that's one young guy that's had a quite a few plays tonight, I feel like, on this defense. New guy, first game starting the defense, and he's played a lot, played pretty well.
3rd down and 8. It looks to me like the receiver on the bottom of the formation might be lined up off sides. If he's not, he's close, number 13. Timeout, Carthage.
We'll take a commercial break.
Welcome to Texarkana Magazine,
where everyone is famous in their hometown.
Every month, we have the privilege of interviewing guests and sharing their inspiring stories with you.
You can find Texarkana Magazine at many locations around town. Look for us on the first of each month, where we publish a new print issue, and online every Tuesday.
We'd love to connect with you. Check us out online at txkmag.com and follow us on social media.
Stay famous, Texarkana.
A strong work ethic. Takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location.
We are back from the break with 11 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. Bulldogs 31, the Hawks 6, and the Bulldogs have the ball at the 36-yard line, 3rd and 8. Rockmore's looking to throw the out route, and he completes it to number 13, Montrell Hatton.
Stop was made by Jonathan Ketchum, but he did come up reaching for his ankle. Looks like it may be a cramp, possibly.
Like seeing that. You hate to see a player hurt, but when they're hurt on the opposite sideline and the opposite team's trainers are running over taking care of them, it's bigger than just which team you're on. That's good stuff. And I believe you're right, Jay. I think that was a cramp. You know, if people haven't had those kind of cramps, Charlie horses and stuff like that, and you just really don't know how bad that hurts. It'll get you.
So drink all the water and Pedialyte you can. That's all I can tell you. Because they do not feel good, especially in the middle of the night when they wake you up. It's not fun at all.
We've got just under 11 minutes remaining in this ball game.
Rockmore hands off on the delayed draw. Goes to Williams up the middle. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Yeah, Whitaker was there for the stop and limit that just to a small gain there.
That was number 16 who received the handoff there. That's Vincent Kambata. That might be his first carry of the night. It's the first time I've called his name, I believe.
Well, he knows the offense because he told the quarterback to get underneath center. And it's good to see Whitaker make the stop on that play as well.
Third down and 3. Fake handoff. The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss on the play. Pretty good loss on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Wouldn't expect a punt coming out here. Since they went for it for 4th and 8 on their own 20.
So Jonah Bates was there to sort of slow him down, and then Victor Shaw was there to bring him to the ground. Approaching 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the game.
Rockmore dumps it off to Cabada once again, but he is met immediately, and so that's a change of possession. The Hawks defense stands once again.
Caden McFadden definitely smelled that out early and was able to make that contact as soon as he caught that ball.
Yeah.
While we're changing possessions, I just remind you, if you are watching us on Facebook, would you make sure that you like and follow Texarkana Game Day on Facebook? If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the Texarkana Game Day YouTube channel and go to your app store and get the Texarkana Game Day app. We'd love for you to be a part of the family. So 8 minutes, 9 seconds left in the game, and the Hawks start a new possession here. That's a give to R.J. Collins up the right side. Kind of working off the edge. Might have got a yard, maybe.
Looks like Anthony Riggins was in on the defense to help make that stop.
All that talk that we talked about, how Carthage defense was going to be lights out, and, man, have they lived up to that hype that they have, man. They are flying around to the ball, just playing sound defense, just stringing it out, making our guys go east and west rather than north and south. And they do look good, and they look like an elite defense out there for sure.
Coming into this game, they were just giving up 15 points. Looks like that average is going to go below that.
That give was to R.J. Collins again. It looked like he ran into his own player and couldn't get around the edge because he couldn't get around his guy.
You know, I think he had some room out there if he didn't run into the own guy.
It's 3rd and long for Pleasant Grove, 3rd and 9. Halter's looking to throw and wasn't there and tried to run. That's not there either, so he takes a loss. Fourth down for the Hawks, and it looks like they're going to send out the punt team once again. Martin's punt is away inside the 20. Hawks are trying to get to it, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback.
He definitely has a good leg on him.
That's those catcher legs from playing baseball so much. .554 left in the game. Carthage takes over once again. Scores 31-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. It's like a little confusion with Carthage. Trying to get somebody out on the field. Now they're taking him off the field. And now we have a timeout to make it all right.
We will take the opportunity to go to a commercial.
This is Brian from Flying Burger and Seafood, inviting you to join us for the fastest and freshest casual dining experience in Texarkana. Whether you're hungry for a freshly ground hamburger, the tastiest fried catfish, or some of our amazing grilled seafood or chicken, we have what you want, just the way you like it, and always with a smile. Fast, casual dining, just the way you like it. Flying Burger and Seafood, Summerhill Road. Oh yeah, don't forget to top it off with the biggest, baddest cinnamon roll you've ever had. See you soon.
All right, we're back from the break. 5:54 left in the ball game. Carthage is lined up to begin a possession, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. It's a good run. That was Williams once again. Zamad Williams.
Great tackle by Caden McFadden coming across the field.
Looks like we had two guys on them, and I think they just knocked each other off.
Williams picked up a first down. Ball is out at the 30-yard line now. Carthage isn't trying to be in any hurry anymore. They're kind of running the clock down. I think that's a matter of respect between these two programs. Rockmore gives to Williams again. He's met at the line of scrimmage this time, though. No gain on the play.
Another good open field tackle. It's Corbin Franklin making that stop. We'll probably be at the 4.5-minute mark by the time that this ball is put back in play.
Rockmore rolls to his right under pressure. He kind of gets out of that, but somebody got him down. Who is that? Number
55, Rylan Hopkins was on the stop there and adds to his sack total for the year.
Good job hanging on there to that one. Kind of hit him high and then slid down his legs. So 3rd and 14. Clock is still rolling. We're just under 4 minutes. Rockmore gives to Williams again. He's met in the backfield another time. Another big loss.
It's Reese Elrod, a tackle for loss.
Fourth down and a lot for Carthage. It looks like they're going to send in a punt team this time.
Coming into this game, Carthage is averaging about 32 points a game, so they're basically going to keep that in play. And I've actually been quite surprised that they've only put 40 points up one time so far this year. But I imagine once they get into district, that will change some.
Carthage punts it away. It's near McFadden, but he chooses to let it bounce away. That's a good decision. Bulldogs down at about the 34-yard line with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the ball game. Another score from Liberty Ilo versus Van Vandals. Well, Van is up 27-25 with 2 minutes left in the ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Halter basically in a QB keeper there, and gain of about 1.5 yards. I'll give him 2.
Hawks come to the line of scrimmage. Clock is rolling just under 2 minutes. Halter's pass was intended for R.J. Collins, but a few yards short of hitting the mark. So it falls incomplete and brings up third down, and it stops the clock in the process.
Do want to commend both teams. Very, very good sportsmanship all throughout the evening here.
Halter hands it off to R.J. Collins, and R.J. is banging up the left side, battling a bunch of red jerseys, but he picks up a first down for the Grove. Moves the chains as they spot the ball back at the 47-yard line.
There were 3 Bulldogs there on the stop. Foster, Harper. I did not catch the number of the third one.
It's a give again to R.J. Collins. Basically same play around the right side this time. Gain of about 1 yard, 1.5 yards, second down for the Hawks. Halter's looking to throw. He's got Lance Jackson in the middle of the field, and Jackson takes it down to the 35. Picks up another Pleasant Grove first down as they move the chains. 45 seconds left in the ball game. Little swing pass out to R.J. Collins again. He takes it out of bounds near the 32. That'll stop the clock with 27.8 seconds left in the ball game.
Well, I was about to say this game was going to be over before 10, but that'll put us a minute or 2 over. Definitely want to invite the Pleasant Grove Hawk fans and family to come to homecoming game this coming week. Halter's looking to throw downfield, and the ball is batted away and tipped. I believe it actually just fell incomplete after all the bouncing. It's going to make it third down for Pleasant Grove. 21 seconds left in the game.
I think he would like to have that one back. A couple of those tonight, I think. That's a couple guys would like to have them back.
Halter hits Jackson in the middle of the field once again. Inside the 20-yard line, 14.5 seconds left.
I think we could be hearing that a lot in the future. Halter to Jackson.
I would be willing to hear that for the next 4 years.
We've got a timeout called by Pleasant Grove. We want to try to put it in the end zone before the clock expires here. Can't blame them for that. Once again, we're thankful for you joining us tonight. Encourage you to like and follow the Texarkana Game Day Facebook page or to subscribe to the YouTube channel and to go get the app, Texarkana Game Day app in your app store, and be a part of what we do at Texarkana Game Day. We appreciate Morgan Smith and all their team. Caleb Coleman running all the tech stuff for us tonight, so appreciate you guys and all the hard work you do.
Well, Lucas, you shared off the air, but how many teams did you say remain unbeaten in college right now?
Not very many, but I know one of them who it is, the Wyoming Cowboys, 4-0. They're off this week, so they'll be in it with even smaller people.
Even next week.
Smaller group.
At a stoppage in play as they reset the play clock. Oh, false start against the Hawks.
Be interested to see if Pleasant Grove tries to take some shots here at the end zone. I'd imagine 3 in a row.
I guess we have a timeout called once again.
We'll go ahead and take a commercial break.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Bolt in Texarkana.
Thomas didn't think he was a college person, but without training and experience, he couldn't land a good job. So he started a 1-year technical program at Texarkana College, where he could get real-world experience. He had over 25 program options to choose from, like welding, construction, or automotive technology. Now, Thomas can start his career with confidence and better pay. Start here at Texarkana College.
And we're back from the break. 14 seconds left in the ball game. Hawks are coming out of a timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff. Throw a jump ball to the end zone, and it falls incomplete. That leaves 7 seconds left on the clock.
Wish safe travels for the Carthage fans as they travel to Center, start their district play this coming week.
So handoff to R.J. Collins around the left side. He doesn't go out of bounds, so the clock goes to all zeros, and that is the ball game, and it's been a very good one, all things considered. Final score is Carthage Bulldogs 31. Well, take all that back. The officials just said they're going to put a little bit more time back on the clock. I guess he did go out of bounds. And we get another timeout. This is like a basketball game. If you watch basketball games, I mean, the whole game is great, but the last minute or two of a basketball game takes 2 hours.
Well, we'll go ahead and remain here and not necessarily go to a commercial break, but do want to take a quick spin around all of our presenting quarter sponsors. We've got Texarkana Physical Therapy, Conterra, Texana, Total Medical Supply, AM Care, Flying Burger, Rocasa, Eagle Dental, Red River Lumber, and Brian Bolt Insurance. And for those that help sponsor our halftime, we've got Browning Homes, Texas Farm Bureau, Dr. Pepper, Express Personnel, Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, Texarkana College, Stone Studio, Sports Clips, Air Temp, and Sports Magic. Definitely want to thank all of our sponsors that help us put this on each and every week.
Hawks take the line of scrimmage. This should be the last play of the game, and Halter slips and falls down. And the clock runs out. So that is the final now, with the Carthage Bulldogs 31, Pleasant Grove Hawks 6. I'd say it's been a great ball game for both of these two teams. And again, two teams that respect each other, and both programs respect each other a lot. Carthage has been a great host to us this evening. We appreciate all that they have done for us and look forward to maybe getting to meet again one day, another time. What do you guys think of the night?
Well, I am glad that we're through this with what seems to be little to no injuries for both teams. And I definitely think that both teams would consider it a successful season if they do get to see each other again.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to build off of what they showed tonight, especially on the defensive side for Pleasant Grove. I thought they had a lot of playmakers step up tonight that went out and played hard and might have earned themselves a spot for the remainder of the season too. And I'm excited to watch next week when we start district play against Pittsburgh, who has been struggling a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see how we prepare for a team like that and see if we come on the same energy level that they were tonight.
Quinn, you have any closing remarks for us before we?
Yeah, I'm just proud of our guys. I've said it at every game this season, being such a young team. I'm just proud of the work ethic they're putting in, the way they've joined together, and the guys moving around to different positions, some playing positions they probably never played in their life, much less now at a high school level. And really proud of our coaches. I see them up at the field house all the time, and man, they're putting in all the extra work. And so it's been a rough first 5 games, but they have not quit. There's still a lot of fight in them, and they're looking forward to the second half of the season, and we're looking forward to doing it with them.
Well, on behalf of Texarkana Game Day and Quinn Stanfield and Lucas Walker and myself, we appreciate you joining us tonight, and we will see you next week.